Welcome back to another Insider session. Today, I'm joined by Liz and Maggie to talk about a really unique river cruise experience sailing the Rhine aboard the beautiful Emerald Luna. This wasn't just a cruise, it was a hosted group experience in partnership with Shady Lane Cellars, blending wine, travel, culture, and connection all along one of the Europe's most iconic rivers. We're going to talk about how this partnership came together, what made the Rhine itinerary special, favorite moments from the trip, and why group travel experience like this continue to resonate so strongly with clients. Welcome, Liz and Maggie.
Thank
Hello,
you.
thanks for having us.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves and Fly Lansing Travel.
Uh, yes, I started the business a long time ago, and we have grown into going from a storefront to the Lansing Airport. The Capital Region International Airport asked me if I'd open an agency, and their tagline was Fly Lansing Travel. So I named the business Fly Lansing Travel. And for 11 years, we had the agency open until COVID.
At that point, we went remote, which worked out great for both of us. We have 5 other agents who are independent agents, and we have a remote-based agency. And I started working for my mom back in her storefront agency right after college. I left for a few years, worked for the German National Tourist Board, and then came back and rejoined the family business. And we've been working together pretty solidly like the last 13 years or so.
Amazing, great story. So before we sail in, just to level set, this sailing was aboard Emerald Cruises Starship Luna, a newer vessel launched in 2022, carrying around 180 guests. It really sits in that premium luxury space, modern, intimate, and nicely inclusive. So it's a great balance of experience and value. I'm really excited to hear your take. So let's sail in.
Okay.
So let's start at the beginning because this wasn't just a typical group trip. There was a really unique partnership behind it. What inspired the idea of partnering with a local winery for a hosted group cruise?
We're in northern Michigan, and in the Traverse City area, there started out with just a few vineyards, and now there are so many of them. And I always thought it would be interesting to take the vineyards here and grab somebody here and take them to Europe and kind of match up because we all like to taste wine. We all like to drink wine. So I thought it would be an interesting concept.
That's great. I think people always love hearing how these collaborations organically come together. So, how did the relationship with Shady Lane Cellars begin?
So mom actually did the honeymoon for their wine club member. And so we had a little bit of a personal relationship with him, and we were out. They typically do members events, and we were at a members event, and this idea kind of got tossed around. Well, what if we did, a river cruise? Would you come along, and would you invite your wine club members? And it kind of grew from that. So we did some various events at the winery to promote this, and we approached them with a proposal of what benefit to them, what benefit to us, and how we can work together. And it kind of started from there.
That's what a business is all about, mutually beneficial. So, beyond the destinations, excursions, I think what really makes a hosted group special is the people traveling together. What was the overall group dynamic like on this sailing?
It's really interesting. Maggie's very good at putting a group Zoom together, let's say, and we find it very important to kind of introduce everybody and let them know who all's going. She even goes as far to, do you mind if we share emails and whatnot? So we kind of plant the seed before they ever get going. And our experience has been pretty successful in that if we have single people who are traveling alone, they know who they're looking for when they get to the airport.
The other cool thing that we've done is, well, with this group in particular, we had a mix of our own clients that we brought in and some wine club members from Shady Lane. So I also like to do a couple of things to kind of mix everybody up together. I sometimes do a Facebook group where they can kind of talk, and I'm coming from here and going there, and I'm on this flight. And so it kind of plants the seed to meet each other in advance. And I very often do a WhatsApp group, put everybody in the WhatsApp group, and then share little things like I'm arriving in Zurich and this is what's going on. And then everybody kind of chimes in, and I feel like it kind of starts a relationship before the cruise kicks off. So we feel like we know each other a little bit, and that really helps bring the group together.
That is, those are great ideas. And so how quickly do you think they started really bonding when they were on board the ship?
I mean,
Immediately.
they were grouped up, and we were going out for group dinners in Zurich. Actually, we thought, or in Basel rather, we stayed the night before in Basel, and we thought, I caught up with mom, and we thought we'd go for dinner together. And next thing you know, the WhatsApp comes on and says, all right, we're all going to dinner together, meet here. And so it was almost immediate. And we had known a couple of the people, but I think we were the common denominator. A lot of them hadn't met each other yet. So they were immediately, there was a group of 10 of us at dinner the very first night.
Right.
So
I also think when you're putting together a group, if you, I always, as a group leader, I always think if we can kind of negotiate through that first couple of days to get everyone comfortable, because some people haven't gone to Europe before and a little nervous, and a couple of them flew alone, which is a big deal if you're, not accustomed to doing that. So it really helps work the whole system along with what we were doing, that people really feel comfortable, and then they're just like going to school. They're like kindergartners. Bye, we don't need you anymore. and we love that too.
Yeah, no, you need your own time as well, especially when you're hosting it. But it's great that you can spend that week traveling together, and it creates relationships that go far beyond the traditional client interaction. So how did this cruise strengthen those relationships with your clients?
You know what? Some of these people I've been booking travel for years, and honestly, they were texting today about invitations to a 70th birthday party, and save the date. I really truly consider a lot of these people my friends now, even though I'm it's a business relationship at the same time. Yeah, they're very sweet people, and I think I call a lot of them friends.
Yeah, we've always treated our customers or our clients as we would want to be treated ourselves. So, I like to be pretty relaxed. Both of us are. We just kind of lean into the whole situation, and it has been a wonderful success for our business.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like my next question is answered here, because it does deepen your trust and loyalty with your clients. It also it opens up different ways of engaging. I mean, you're getting invited to a 70th birthday party for your clients. I absolutely love that. So there's usually a moment during every hosted group where you look around and you realize something really special is happening. Was there a moment during the sailing where you felt this is exactly why we planned this trip?
Yeah, I would say the second night when they were doing the activity, and I can't remember what it was called, but we were guessing the name of they play a little bit of the song.
Name that tune.
And we were all recruiting. We needed someone from this age group, but we need this generation. We were all getting together, and everybody was having an absolute blast. And they were working so hard to get the activity director to let them do karaoke. And he was like, we can't do karaoke without permission from headquarters, and these guys were like, hell bent, this is what we're doing. And they just had a blast. Everybody was there. We were, shutting down the bar in the evening, which I've never seen in a river cruise. But everybody was up late, just having an absolute blast.
A lot of fun. So after an experience like this and the success of this Rhine sailing together with your group, I have to imagine your minds are already thinking about what's next. So if you could recreate this type of hosted group anywhere else in the world, where would you go next?
We're going to the Douro. We're going to do Portugal.
Portugal has been a really hot destination amongst our clients, and I think offering this as a river cruise will give them that level of comfort to experience different places without the multiple, packing and unpacking situation. Yeah. And then it also leads into the whole time I was trying to create with our socials and stuff like that, a little bit of FOMO. Didn't come with us on this time. Look what you're missing out on. We're going to do it again. So we've already got some folks ready to roll on this, and we're really excited about it. I'm excited about it.
Amazing. And I'll plug this because we had our call prior to them sailing to give them a little bit know before you go, and we teased the Douro River Emerald Cruise video, and it got them so excited. We had some bookings prior to you guys sailing the Rhine, and we're going to continue booking into this group, right?
Exactly.
Yep. Talked to a few today, actually.
Fantastic. So let's do some rapid fire questions to close this out. So,
Okay.
favorite destination stop on the cruise?
I love Dusseldorf.
I love Bad Dürkheim and I love Strasbourg.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick. Okay, an important question now. Favorite onboard cocktail or dessert?
The Emerald Luna had pink gin, and I can never find pink gin in the States, so they had a pink gin cocktail. That was my fave.
And our winemaker brought like an ice wine. And with the dinner that we had, she didn't know what to do with it. So she worked with the chef and he did a vanilla ice cream and she poured the ice wine on top of it. And it was so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, last one. What was the best unexpected moment from the trip?
We've been struggling with this. I think the unexpected moment that I had was that we would come up for the discussion each day with the cruise director, and you'd get up there and you're looking at all of our clients sitting there happy as can be without us, just completely mingling and interacting with one another. And that is, in my book, an aha moment for a group.
I think so. And I actually had this conversation with someone else who does host groups and is now feeling so comfortable to send a group without him actually physically being there and hosting it because he trusts the level of service, quality, brand, and they are also looking at a future group cruise that he may not go, even though he's really sad about not traveling with them. But he feels comfortable with sending a group now without him being there because of the level of experience that he witnessed when sailing the Rhine as well with but a different date, not the same cruise as you guys. So Liz and Maggie, thank you both for joining me and sharing your experience sailing the Rhine aboard Emerald Luna. I love hearing how travel, wine, and share experiences can bring people together in such a meaningful way. And this sounds like one of those trips your clients will be talking about for years. So if you have questions about river cruising, hosted group experiences, or want to learn more about sailing with Emerald Cruises, feel free to reach out to Liz, Maggie, or myself. We'll see you next time on another Insider Session.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.